Lesson 14. The Path to Perpetual Wealth. In this final lesson of our educational lessons, we reveal the ultimate secret that has allowed affluent families to preserve their wealth for generations: perpetual wealth. This concept represents a whole new level of prosperity, and once you grasp its potential, it will forever be ingrained in your mind as a goal to strive for. Perpetual wealth is attained when your passive income not only covers your living expenses but is so significant that it enables you to acquire additional income-generating assets. Imagine an apartment that costs $100,000 and rents for $1,000 per month. Just for the sake of this example, that translates to an annual rental income of $12,000. Now, picture owning 20 of these apartments, yielding $20,000 in monthly revenue and $240,000 per year. Suppose your cost of living is $80,000. You'd still have $160,000 remaining. Accounting for $60,000 in management and maintenance fees for the 20 apartments, you're left with $100,000 of investable income. This sum allows you to purchase another apartment each year, with your 20 existing units covering their own expenses, sustaining your lifestyle, and financing the acquisition of more properties. The following year, you'll earn $252,000 in rental income from 21 apartments, and your wealth will continue to snowball. You can reach this inflection point with fewer properties. In our case, just 10 short-term rentals were enough for our wealth to start growing on its own. If real estate isn't your cup of tea, we recommend the S&P 500 by Vanguard. The S&P 500 has historically delivered average annual returns of over 10% to its investors since it comprises the top-performing 500 companies in the U.S. If one underperforms, it is replaced by a growing, profitable enterprise. Essentially, you're passively investing in the best segment of the economy. Even Warren Buffett, the world's most intelligent investor, hasn't been able to outperform the S&P 500 in the past 5 years. With $2 million invested at 10% per year, you'd earn $200,000 annually, no maintenance, management, or any other concerns. If you can live on $100,000 per year, your wealth will perpetually grow while your needs are met. After 7 years, when your $2 million turns into $3 million, you can increase your living expenses to $200,000 per year and still add $100,000 annually to your fortune indefinitely. It's surprising to learn that 70% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the second generation. The most common pattern involves 3 generations. The first builds the fortune, the second maintains it, and the third squanders it. The reason for this cycle is that the first generation possesses the hunger and desire to create wealth and is willing to make sacrifices and adhere to wealth-building principles. The second generation doesn't face struggle, while the third is born into affluence. To safeguard your legacy and ensure your descendants don't squander your wealth, teach them the lessons from this educational series. The cardinal rule of generational wealth is to only spend the interest, never the principal. With over 15 million people enjoying perpetually growing wealth, why not join them? Are you disciplined enough to be one of those 15 million individuals? At some point, amassing wealth starts to feel like playing a game with cheat codes, where money becomes so abundant that it seems surreal. Consider the vast sums of money and wealth in the world, and the relatively few people who choose to participate in this level of abundance. Nothing is stopping you from becoming one of them. Life is structured in favor of the affluent, as there simply aren't enough people willing to reach this level of wealth. Suppose you need money but don't want to sell any assets from your portfolio, neither real estate nor your S&P 500 investments. The wealthy live by a different set of rules than everyone else. Instead of selling, you can approach any bank worldwide, demonstrate your amassed fortune, and they will treat you with respect and offer you any amount of money you need at an incredibly low interest rate. The wealthy don't sell their cash cows, they use them as collateral to borrow against, as they can always sell the milk to repay the loan. Governments also favor the wealthy. Since you're borrowing money, you don't have to pay taxes on it, no matter where you are in the world. There are no taxes on borrowed money. You simply pay the interest. If you're astute, you'll borrow money to buy even more cash cows, such as properties or businesses. As a wealthy individual, your interest rates will be substantially lower than the returns you're earning. Most people are unaware that the rich typically borrow at a 1% interest rate for a 20-year loan. You might be wondering about the taxes on the profits generated by your rentals. Fear not, for the government does not tax reinvested profits, as it encourages business growth. This is how the affluent compound advantage over advantage, achieving the leverage we discussed in Lesson 8. They utilize this position to perpetually grow their wealth with the assistance of banks, timely rental payments from customers, and even government support. Most people work their entire lives to purchase one home, while the truly rich expand their portfolios on autopilot. This level of prosperity is entirely attainable and marks the entrance to a world of wealth and abundance. Those who buy luxury yachts, spend $10,000 to $15,000 on a meal, or $50,000 on a vacation are individuals whose assets and businesses finance their experiences. This is unearned income. Their assets pay for their lifestyle, not their labor. Money and wealth become devoid of emotion, reduced to numbers on a screen that fluctuate based on your decisions. If you wish to join the ranks of the wealthy, stop thinking about money and wealth in the same way as everyone else, and start adopting the mindset of a high-net-worth individual. You and I, we are the new rich. We don't desire money for the sake of having it. This isn't a competition. We seek money to invest, and those investments enable us to live, explore, and make a difference. As you progress in life, the lessons in this series will become increasingly clear. Once you start peeking behind the curtain, you'll realize the accuracy of these teachings and how they can transform your life. We wish you the absolute best in life, and we take pride in being part of your journey to freedom, just as you've been part of ours. Thank you for being here with us from Life Theory, as we mentioned in the beginning. These lessons are brought to you free of charge. If they brought any value to your life, we would appreciate $1 donation in order for us to continue doing what we are doing for free. We'll see you at the top. Come here tomorrow for a final short summary of a kind on what you just learned. See you finally tomorrow.